Welcome back to Between Bells. Actor and singer Nandi Madida stars in Beyoncé's visual album and film experience, Black is King. Queen Bee hand-selected Nandi as Nala in the Disney Plus film, a character that embodies feminine strength and confidence. Here to tell us more about the film and her upcoming projects is Nandi Madida herself. Nandi, so great to have you with us on the show. An amazing project, of course. It reimagines lessons from The Lion King for today's younger generation. Really a breathtaking piece of art. What did you take away yourself from working on this film?
Oh, I think more than anything, first of all, thank you so much and thank you for having me on your show. Huge fan. But I think more than anything, just celebrating humanity. I think this year has taught us so much, just the world over, but just being able to celebrate one another. So Black is King was bigger than all of us who were involved. It was for humanity. And to see the change, and I heard you guys saying earlier on in the show that, you know, it's about time. 2020 is that year where you're really seeing a meaningful shift around the world.
Nandi, I understand that Beyoncé was insistent on having you participate in this film, playing Nala, which was the role that she voiced in the Disney film, which is incredible. Just working with Beyoncé, was it everything you imagined and more? What was that experience even like?
Oh, absolutely more. I think more than anything, you see this iconic superstar and of course the greatest of our time. But what a lot of people don't know and what I got to experience is an incredible human being. So kind, so humble, so sweet, so patient with everyone, and a true visionary. And that's why, you know, I love her. And so of course it was an honor to be a part of such a project. But she really is the star that she is. She's an incredible, incredible human being. And what an honor. I mean, being able to work with, for me, the hardest working person in show business. So it was absolutely great.
Nandi, we've seen such an incredible wave of content from creators of color, from Black creators. Do you feel like 2020 has been a bit of a turning point in putting even more focus and investment on this kind of content that tells stories about these diverse groups of people?
A huge turning point, and it's about time. In fact, it's a bit too late. It should have happened a long time ago. You're seeing incredible stories coming from around the world and challenging the narrative of actually inclusivity, which is so exciting for someone like myself where, I mean, it's just Miss Marvel I just saw recently is someone who's from Pakistan, a Pakistani young, beautiful girl. I mean, such stories like that. It's so exciting to see different, you know, people of color being represented all around the world. So if anything, I'm excited for 2021 and beyond.
I know, me too. You mentioned Miss Marvel. She's the first Muslim superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm a huge fan. I come from a Muslim family. It's so great to just see yourself represented. So thank you for bringing up Miss Marvel. Nandi, I also want to talk about your new single, Organic. What is your message to women in this song, in this single?
Well, my message really is to ensure that all women get to celebrate their bodies. We're truly organic in all our curves. And, you know, for me, it's always paramount for people to be good in their skin. You know, mainstream media for so long has excluded so many people. And so I wrote the song just wanting people to celebrate who they are. And in anything that I do, it's important that people feel included, feel loved, feel that they are enough, because we are all indeed enough. And that's the reason why I wrote such a song, that people do feel that, you know, my body's organic and I'm truly, truly magic and part of who I am.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, Nandi, you talk about this kind of thing on social media a lot. You recently Instagrammed a photo that said, "Be proud of your crown," which I love so much. What is your advice to young kings and queens around the world who are really trying to discover themselves?
You know, there's a quote that I love. It goes, "Who was she and what did she do? She was herself and she did it all." That basically you can reach your full potential being exactly who you are, because you can only be your best self. So I just want to ensure that that's kind of the legacy I want to bring to all the young people watching and following my career, that you are exactly where you need to be and how you are, and you don't need to change anything about yourself, and conquer the world being that.
You've tapped into film and music to influence culture, but another way to do that is entrepreneurship, which you have dabbled in as well with your fashion label Color. How have you used this label to also bring cultural awareness around you and to those who might not be familiar with the cultures you tap into with that label?
Well, for me, more than anything, I was representing the continent I am, which is genetically the most diverse continent, but also the cradle of humankind. And I wanted to celebrate that and the different bodies and shapes that people come in, and really for people to feel once again included. But, you know, whether it's the vibrant colors or the muted tones, Africa is such a beautiful continent that celebrates so much and has so much to offer. So that was where I was coming from, to ensure that people understand the story and see how rich we truly are and incredible we are, and to celebrate and just to change the narrative, because it truly is a beautiful continent. And you saw something like Black is King, where we were celebrating not only Africa, but the diaspora, the African diaspora, and how incredibly beautiful it truly is, whether it was ancient Africa or modern Africa. You know, it truly is a gem. This continent is really divine and very blessed.
Amazing. Nandi, thank you again for your time today. It was a real pleasure speaking with you. That's singer and actor Nandi Madida. Thanks again.